Mm. Welcome, everybody, to our call this evening. It's a very special call because tonight is an opportunity for us to meet the winners of the Humans Being More Awards presented in Toronto, Canada, this past couple of weeks at our very first annual Humans Being More Award presentation. I'm very excited to introduce to you our Platinum Award winner for North America and our Diamond Award winner for North America for the Humans Being More Awards. Again, that took place just a couple of weeks ago. And just to tell you a little bit about this before we introduce them, why I feel this award is such a special award. In order to be eligible for this award, you had to be nominated by Nikken Corporate. So Nikken Corporate took a look at all of the Platinums, all of the Diamonds, and all of the Royal Diamonds separately in each category, both for North America and for Latin America. And based on their criteria, which is listed in the Humans Being More Award website, which is hbmawards.org, we're able to see what the criteria is. I'm just going to ask whoever may be unmuted to mute if they're not one of the speakers. In any event, this criteria establishes the fact that this is a business that's actually doing business, something that's happening, that's ongoing, that's creating volume currently, that's breaking ranks, that's sponsoring new people, etc. So in order to be qualified for the nomination, you have to have a business that's really producing. And so these contenders, just to be nominated itself, tells you that they're in the top 4 or 5 of each of those categories just for the nomination. So congratulations to all the nominees for being recognized for your achievement for this past year. And yet the next way that the person was actually elected was the thing that I think is a little bit more exciting, because yes, we agree they have a great business and their business is moving, but the second part was a vote. It took place over 3 days where the nominees were posted on the website and people were given a vote in order to submit their vote for each person in each category. And the people who were given the opportunity to vote themselves had to actually be members in good standing, which essentially meant they were doing volume this year to the tune of about 5,000 points group volume or more since January of this year. So they weren't just people who were in name only in the business. These were people who are actually active in the business on a regular basis, were given the opportunity to select from their nominees the people that they felt was making an impact on them and their business. So this award represents 2 things. 1, a person whose business is happening, but 2, it's a person who's having an influence or an impact in the Nikken family, in the community of Nikken, which I really believe is what the spirit of Nikken is all about. It's about capturing that idea that a person is multidimensional. It's not just business, it's not just numbers, but it's about their personality, their character, and their influence in the field, which is really what makes this award, I think, special. So I want to introduce you to our first award winner, and this is from the Platinum category. Welcome, Barbara Satterwhite, who is our first and our inaugural winner of the Leadership Excellence for Platinum in North America. Barbara, are you there?
I'm here, Mike.
Fantastic. Well, Barbara, I know you had just a few minutes to say a few words on the night of the award ceremony, and we do have that video live online. If you do want to watch it, is on YouTube at the Royal Alliance channel. It's been posted on Facebook. Do watch it. It's a fantastic ceremony for the entire event. Jeff Isom and Gustavo Gomez were the hosts. They did a wonderful job. And but Barbara, now that you've had a bit of time to reflect on this, what does this really mean, and what does it mean for you? I thought maybe a few words from you to express that would be wonderful. So go ahead, please feel free to share your thoughts about how this award impacted you, what you feel this award represents from your point of view, and why you might encourage people to actually go for it.
Well, thanks, Mike. I'm sitting here just reliving the whole thing over again, which has been fun. In fact, I've had so many, I've had a good, what's it been, 2 weeks of still feeling the excitement of it, the thrill of it, the fun of it. And I was totally surprised when Mike emailed me and said I was a nominee. In fact, I have to be honest, I hadn't even looked at the criteria. So I was totally surprised by that and honored and thrilled. And that was just enough to just give me a really good sense of what's going on and why I'm involved with NICAN. So actually, when it came to the ceremonies, oh my gosh, I can't express, because all of you can do this and all of you need to do this and you need to go for this, because well, I didn't really think about it that night, but obviously there's a lot of people to thank. But the feeling I had most predominantly was the feeling of the community, the family. The fact that I got voted in was huge. There were other nominees that were great. And so that was a special thing for me. The other thing that's special, and especially right now and this year, I've been in for 22 years, but this is, I would say, I've always been busy, but I'm very busy now, but I'm also feeling so good about everything. And that's because of the people I've attracted into my business. So that team, and the idea that, or the thought that I had, even 5 of my team there, was even more accelerating for me. And I was probably as excited about that as just me being there. But getting the award, and of course, Mike's beautiful daughters were all dressed up. And I mean, it just was so first class, and be able to go up there and accept that award. And I tell this story over and over again about how it was like the Academy Awards. Your name's drawn out of the envelope and that sort of thing. And what I neglected to do that night, and I will be writing them and emailing them, is thanking Kurt and Jeff and NICAN Corporate, because it's because of them that we're still here. And hearing Richard Brooke talk about, companies go through hard times, good times, but it's the reason we're here is because the decisions they make. So, and like Mike said, when you accepted yours, that, if it wasn't for everybody in this room, we wouldn't have NICAN. We all count. So it's not about the winners being the most important. It's about everybody being important. But that feeling that I had of family and the hugs in Latin America, oh my gosh, the people from Latin America that would come up to me, and in addition to all of my friends and colleagues and cohorts in North America, it was just so exciting. And so I don't know how to express it other than I just felt it reinforced for me why I'm in NICAN. Okay? Not just the fact that I got the award, but because of the people and the company. Those are 2 foundational things that, you'll do anything if you have that, and you have that good collaboration. And everybody on this call practically, and most of them anyway, I've used or not used, I've contacted, I've been helped by them. So I really, 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 that warm feeling and that feeling of community, but knowing that you've accomplished something and that you've been voted in by your colleagues is pretty special. And I love the award. And I talk about it all the time because of it. It was designed, right, Mike, by the company that designed the Oscars?
Yep.
And it's heavy. It's beautiful. So whoever designed it, I love it. And what else did you want me to say? What does going
Why
forward?
would somebody want to go for it? What do you think? We're in qualification already for the 2019 Humans Being More Awards. So everything that's being done right now by somebody, whether you're a platinum or not, if you achieve the rank of platinum, you're in qualification for this, and there's so many reasons to do that. So why would somebody want to go for this award of excellence? What?
Two things. One, from all the things I just said, the feeling that it gives you. But if you're getting it, that means you're growing and your business is growing. So this absolutely and so many of my colleagues, and they're on this call, told me how much I deserved it. I don't feel like I deserved it any more than anybody else, but that reinforcement that the hard work that I've been doing is paid off, not just in having a team and growing, but having this wonderful award. So the reason to go for it is just do your work. I mean, just do the work. And the work is fun work, as we all know. It is work. But when you attract the right people, like Maggie just showed and displayed her brand new person and how wonderful that is, we all can do that. If we do it, then you're going to have fun in it. Why not? It just adds another element to the work.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Barbara, and congratulations for being our Platinum Leadership Excellence Award winner of 2018 for the Humans Being More Award.
Thank you.
Now we're going to go to our next qualifier for the Diamond Leadership Excellence Award 2018 in North America, Dr. Herbert Patino. Herbert, are you on the line?
Yes.
There was a slight delay there, kind of reminiscent of the actual night. For those of you who are not at the award ceremony, you will see on the video that we managed to get a live link, a live feed to Dr. Patino's home, and he was dressed in a tuxedo, waiting for the announcement, not knowing whether he was going to be the winner or not. But I just thought that was so classy and so classic. Congratulations, Herbert. By the way, same question to you. Hello, Herbert. Are you there? Well, it looks like we might have an internet connection problem with Herbert. I'm going to hold for a minute as we wait to see if you get that connection back. Well, anyway, while we're waiting, and I hope he jumps in real quick, the surprise on his face and the excitement and enthusiasm that he shared in his acceptance speech was contagious as well. It certainly added to our live ceremony event, and his wife was there as well to accept the award as a couple. Their daughter would have been there, but she fell asleep waiting. Herbert, are you with us? Well, we may need to do this again because we definitely want to hear from Dr. Patino.
Hello, do you hear me?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we hear you. There you are.
No, do you see me?
Not yet.
Now, for some reason, see, I had to, let me see. There you go. Is it me there? No yet. Let me see. 1 second. Start video.
There you go.
Perfect. No, I had to change. Because I'm having a little bit of issue with the. I don't know if it's the computer or the line. You know how it is. So I switched immediately to the telephone. So I'm actually now on the phone.
It works well. So again, congratulations. Tell us what this award means for you, and what you feel would be a benefit for somebody to go for it.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Mike. But I don't know where to begin because I'm very excited. I'm still excited since that night. It's amazing. But first of all, I didn't get the chance to see the whole presentation at all because that night it was just trying to get the communication as you were saying. It was kind of hard, but finally you sent me the link to see the whole ceremony and the whole video. And like Barbara was saying, it was like going all over again. I mean, it was just so exciting. And I want to, first of all, Mike, I really want to I know that probably this has been happening for a while, but in the name of all my organization and every and each one of us, to thank you for the effort, to your girlfriend, to your kids. They were really impressive, and look at how it is. We were like a family, and I feel kind of bad. I didn't know that you're about your father, how he passed, and I'll say like, wow, it was kind of in the middle of getting everything together. So Mike, that really talks very highly of what is all this about. Probably for the new people that are coming in, probably you're seeing products that are very good, that help big time with health, or a way to do a business, or a way to communicate. But probably at this moment, we could go a little bit deeper into the meaning of what's going on. And that has to be a lot with how the whole graduation that night, to say something, the whole seminar was set up. It was really in an excellence matter, and that's really good. And then all the options of how it was done, because it needed to be nominated. Of course, that's an effort of you and your teams, but also after that, it needed to get the vote, and every time somebody is giving a vote, it's like giving a trust. And nowadays, we have seen that trust a lot of times it gets not with the perfect intentions that probably we were doing it. But in this case of Niken, it was so rewarding. It was so special to be able to be for a long time doing type of work that probably the persons that they were talking ahead, they were so exciting and starting. And it's really this to serve not only as a motivation, it's really to serve as a goal, as an idea that through here, doing this type of business and in this company, there is a way that you could express probably a lot of things that is spent into you in order to help people. There is a common denominator with all of us that are doing this type of activity. It's in order to get success, there has to be some ingredient. One of the ingredients, very important, is the capability and the willingness to go and reach other people and really care about what is happening, not only with their health, but usually with their goals, with their dreams, that a lot of times are just stuck up in a closet, and not only that, but to be able to express something that it comes within us. Every and each one of us, and especially if you see it for everybody that comes to a place of success in this business, at any moment in time in our lives, we felt this urge to really transcend to other people, to really be able to give and to impact other people's lives. And through doing this, I found a perfect avenue to do that. Actually, that was, and probably I remember, Mike, when you were talking in one of your presentations, and then you were showing us all those pictures from Toronto that they look like 1960s or something. No, I'm joking. But those places that when it was starting, but the common denominator of all that is, yeah, okay, let's make a business, let's make something, but let's impact people. Let's how we could get together and let's give a message. Well, that was one of my main preoccupations in my life since I was a teenager. Okay, I would love to be able to give to people. That's probably one of the main parts that it made me follow into going to medical school. That's why I referred that night that Hippocratic oath that we did when we went into the medical school, and probably Madeleine and Dr. Jackson and some other people could relate to that, but as well everybody else, because it is a very important moment, and it's an oath, not really about the supply and how are you going to develop your life, but especially what is your commitment in order to give to other people. And you remember I mentioned it there, primum non sere. First, do no harm. And then after that, and teach how to maintain, preserve people's health. And it's very clear. I mean, it's just right there. Okay, let's go and do that. And through that, we can kind of fill that gap, that important gap that is nowadays the part of prevention. So it's a beautiful part how we could go into prevention. It's a great part how we could start building a business that is, step by step, start giving us so much reward on the income side. But it's a very spectacular when you are getting to get to reach people, to help them out, and then it was emotional because then you were just waiting for the vote and see what happens with the ballots, and you were like, it's kind of exciting, and to me, I had this combination of emotions because when I talk to Mike, I'll say like I talk to my wife, I, honey, I gotta be there, I gotta be in Toronto, so I put everything prepared for it, and finally got hotel, convention tickets, my schedule, everything, put it together, and then I was turned back from the airport, and they didn't leave me alone into the plane, and I say, well, now, well, it's a special new regulation because as I'm in the process of getting an American citizenship, so you gotta fill out some paperwork, okay? And so I start doing it over my internet, and then everybody was passing and passing and passing until the last person goes, and I go like, well, I guess I'm not going because they haven't answered me anything. By the way, they already did. This is the letter from the Canadian government. And they told me that I'm approved, that everything is okay, and that they're going to answer me in the next 100 days. So I say like, okay, perfect, great. They say if by January of 2019, I won't receive the notice to get back in touch with them because I'm approved. Great. Okay, but I couldn't make it there. So I was kind of and thank you very much because that night it was very spectacular, at least to be able to share over the screen. We were talking with Madeleine about all the presentations that we were going to do and the testimonials and all this kind of stuff. But at the end, it works out good. Didn't get the chance to be with all of you guys, and of course to enjoy the dancing and the partying that I love too. I mean, that goes intricate with my personality and the way I see life. Where life is to enjoy it, to really have it great. So people here tonight in the call, but if they see it in the future or through a recording, just be aware that there is no activity more rewarding than some activity in which you have to reach people, coach them, teach them, and be ready for them. And Niken is not the only one, but it's a very good avenue how to do that. And if that's the case, well, get to a point to have a reward like the Masuda Award. And I'm really expecting how it looks like and what is the way because I haven't received it yet. Here with my I forgot where I put it. I had it. Oh, here. I think I got it. One second. No, not here. Well, I have it somewhere. Anyway.
You've got to ask Susanita because it's been entrusted to her, so she should be presenting it to you.
Oh, perfect. And then I'm going to be taking it down to South America as well. So it's going to be exciting. Thank you for all of you for the trust and to everybody that, of course, did the voting. Really, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Really appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Herbert. Thank you for being such a fine example of the spirit of Niken and for mentioning the award. We lovingly call it the Masuda. So I agree. That's kind of what I call it too. Anyway, thank you again. I'm just going to say a couple.
Kudos to your award. I want the speech from our Royal Diamond. I mean, now you're the organizer. You're put everything together, get all the trouble, getting to pay the bills, and on top of that, tell us your experience now. How was that? Because none of us knew exactly what was going to happen, and not even you. So, I would love to see it.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to get help for this next one because I certainly need it. But what a tremendous award. What a rewarding feeling. The vision I have had for this for some time was to present an award, as I described, that really encompassed the balance of both the business and the person. The idea of humans being more is really what Niken is all about. The ultimate product of Niken is humans being more. It's who you become in the process of going after your dreams and following the path that has been laid down before you from some of the trailblazers prior. And so it's really a personal development plan, if you will, with a compensation plan. And this award, especially the design of this award, it's the idea of those 5 pillars expanding and bursting into a flame is really how I perceive each and every one of us are at some stage of the journey of humans being more. Some of us have been around for a while and we've had the benefit of time to become that person who can easily express their thoughts, their passion, their sense of what Niken is. That just goes with time. You get good at something if you're involved in it for a long time. And for those of you who are new and looking at this and thinking, could you ever achieve this? Absolutely. The platinumship is something that someone should be striving for within their first year of business in Niken. Without a doubt, it should be your focus. In fact, we have people on the line who are going for platinum, this being their first year, even their first few months in the business prior to the end of the year, so that they can achieve not only the rank of platinum and some of the awards that go with that, but also the trip to Italy, the Niken incentive. So there's reason enough to build your Niken business, your own personal reasons, and then all of the incentives that go with that, all the recognition that goes with that. But I think the most rewarding part of this award is the peer acknowledgement, the fact that you are acknowledged by your peers. I think that's a very significant thing, and it was actually modeled after the Academy Awards, and to real great depth. That there not everybody gets to vote. There are certain qualifying conditions for a person to be eligible to vote for their favorite actor or actress or movie or director or whatever. So this really is about our own version of that, and recognizing the efforts that people are making to be a better human being, not just a business builder. And so, yeah, the eye on the prize here is be a great citizen in Niken. Don't just be somebody who's focused on attaining goals, but be a great citizen. Offer your support and your help to others. That's going to go hand in hand as you build a successful organization anyway. And it was especially nice, I have to say, to be handed the award by my daughter and to receive the hugs from my two girls. That's like over the moon. So I was extremely thrilled. Yeah, thank you. Anyway, for those of you who are looking at the qualification period for 2019, we are in the qualification period. That means everything counts. Even if you're going to be someone who casts a vote and someone who is nominated for it, I hope you go for it, because it really is something worth having. And yeah, this award, to hold in your hands, Herbert, I look forward to you texting me and saying, okay, I got it. It's everything you said it was. It's really quite an elegant award. So thanks everyone for the support, for the vote. And I hope, and to all the colleagues who were the award recipients, and especially to my fellow nominees, all who are exceptional human beings, all who have demonstrated over the years their absolute dedication and commitment to being the best person they can be, and to create an opportunity for all of us to win big through Niken. So really a pleasure to be among a group of citizens who are focused on the right things, the values, the core values that make building Niken business worth doing every day of your life. So I'm here for life.
Mike, I'm sorry, and very short, and probably something that people will probably would like to look for also is to make the family participating to that, to see your kids and your daughter giving you the award, and then expressing themselves is really exciting, and that's something, because a lot of times we think that we are kind of an island, we really are attached. To get all the family involved, and in that case, I'm really I thank to my family, my brother, my sister, mom and dad, my wife. It's been awesome. My little one. We all were that night. Just to tell everybody, we were all celebrating. So part of my family is here. The other one is in Chicago. Part of it is in. So I'll say, like, okay, everybody, open up a wine and let's celebrate. Overseas. So it was really exciting. So I invite everybody of us, just have the joy, just have the all the joy that comes with being recognized, and thanks to my family and to all of the families, to all of us. They're also in this also because they have given time, and a lot of times
Absolutely.
just so many things in order to happen.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is really a shared award. And one of those pillars is the family pillar, which is one of the driving forces behind why we do what we do. I'm going to stop this recording right now and rejoin the call.